Alrighty, welcome to edition 3 of Video Notes. Today we're going to talk about money. Should be one of everyone's favorite topics. We're going to talk about the role it plays in an advanced economy, what barter is, and how barter is used or was used. When you are done with these notes today, you should be able to answer the following questions. What is barter? What is money? Two of your vocab words. What makes money money? Why is money accepted by everyone? Why does everyone want money? And finally, why does an advanced society, a market economy like ours, rely on money rather than barter? So to start with, barter, the definition of barter is trading a good for another good. You see two examples here in the bottom right. Two people are trading. One person has, they look like some type of small grain. The other person has apples. This person values this apples more than the grain. This person values the grain more than the apples. Therefore, they are going to trade with each other. The bottom left here, you see someone at a store, and it's a comic, but it really does illustrate barter well. This person here at the counter, or who's attempting to buy something, wants something behind the counter more than he values this cow. So he's going to exchange this cow for something back there. This actually plays on one of the important parts of money, why money was invented. This is saying, well, that cow isn't very convenient because it doesn't fit in someone's pocket. So present day examples of barter, if you look in the top right corner, those two girls are currently bartering. Your lunch table, there's probably a lot of barter that goes on. At least I know when I was in middle school there was. The girl on the left is trading her apple for a chocolate pudding cup. So may seem like a pretty one-sided deal. The person who's getting the pudding cup is coming out ahead, but the reason they're doing this, she values the apple more, she values the pudding cup more. Maybe the girl's lactose intolerant, who knows? But that is a barter, trading a good for a good. There's no money trading hands there. Another example, sometimes in professional sports, there's bartering. I know it sounds strange, the bartering of humans, but teams do this all the time in all major sports. The Chicago Cubs, my favorite team, they recently made a trade last year. They traded or bartered this pitcher, Jeff Samardzija, for this infielder, Addison Russell. The Cubs needed hitting. The Oakland A's needed pitching, so they traded those two players for each other. No money swapped hands. It was a straight up trade, sort of like here in the top right, no money switching hands. It's a trade, an item for an item. At this moment, take a second on your note sheet. Go ahead and fill in an example of barter, present day barter that you can think of. Pause me. Okay, so why is barter not good for an economy? In order for a barter to exist, two people must have things that each other want. For example, guy on the left wants this cell phone that girl on the right has. So he says, I'll buy that cell phone from you. In order to do that, in a system of barter, he would say, I will give you my newest subscription of Sports Illustrated magazine. I will give you my Michael Jordan cologne and these T-bone steaks for that phone. In order for that trade to take place, she would have to want all of those things. Who knows? Maybe she doesn't have enough time for Sports Illustrated. Why would she want Michael Jordan cologne? As you can see from this animation, she doesn't even have a nose. Or if she did have a nose, maybe her ex-boyfriend used to wear Michael Jordan cologne and she doesn't want those. And T-bone steaks, she might be a vegetarian. She doesn't want those things. So where someone might value those things, like me, the MJ cologne, the T-bone steaks, the Sports Illustrated magazine, she would have no value for those, so she would not trade her phone. So in order for barter to exist, two people must have things that they both want. And we'll revisit this scenario in a moment. A second reason that barter is not good, it's difficult to carry around all of the items that you would potentially want to trade. That goes back to the comic at the beginning. Why money was invented? Because this guy is pulling a cow out of his pocket. I know that's somewhat humorous, but that'd be difficult to carry a cow around all day. Main forms of currency in traditional economies were grains. They were crops. Um, Sometimes they were other things, planks of wood. Livestock was traded often too. So you see here this animation barter to find something that someone wants, especially in the older traditional economies. The crops plus the livestock in the form of cows here does not equal. This is a guy putting his hand in his pocket. So these things would be difficult to carry around and to have at all times to trade. Because of these two things, because barter involves two people having exactly what the other person wants, and the scenario where you would have to carry essentially all things with you and that not being convenient, a system of currency or money was created in order to fast forward from a traditional economy to a market economy, one where consumers have the ability to buy a lot of different products. A system of money is needed. Here you see four different kinds of money. These are all money. Credit card is money you can buy things with. $2 bill is money. Um, $2 bills are not printed anymore, but they're decently valuable. Quarters you've seen, and checks. At the time I made this PowerPoint a couple years ago, checks were used more widely. Today, checks are very rarely used. Credit and debit cards are used more often. But these are all forms of payment that are widely accepted. And that brings us to our definition of money. So money is money. It has its value for three reasons. Money does have a value that everyone can agree upon. Money is accepted everywhere, and money does not rely on two people wanting the same thing. For example, money has a value that everyone can agree upon. No matter who you are, no matter what you do for a living, no matter where you are, $5 is worth $5 to you. In bartering, people put different amounts of value on different items, where $10 is $10 to everyone. Let's go back here and relive this situation with money. So again, this guy's trying to give away his Sports Illustrated magazine, his Michael Jordan cologne, and his T-bone steaks. She's not interested in any of those things. There is not a coincidence of wants on this side. Keep in mind he's trying to get this pink cell phone over here. If you put money in the equation, um, let's say she values this cell phone at $100. He values the cell phone at about $100. Rather than trying to trade these three items to her, he hands her one of these $100 bills. That's a lot of money down there at the bottom of the screen. But he hands her one of those $100 bills. Now that she has that money, she can go do anything she wants with it. She can go on a shopping spree. She can go get a massage. She can go buy vegetarian food. She can do absolutely anything she would like. She could make a nice payment towards a vacation with that money. So because there's money in the situation, $100 to him has the same amount of value as $100 to her. Now that she has that $100, she can turn around and do anything she pleases with it. That brings us to our second point. Money is money because it's accepted everywhere. There aren't stores that do not accept cash, coin, currency, checks, credit cards, debit cards. Because money is accepted everywhere, people want it because they can buy a wide variety of different things with that money. They can trade those dollars, those checks, for a wide variety of things. For here, for example, there's the GameStop in the top right corner, the Perfumania Plus, and the Abercrombie store. The third part about money that is very important is that money maintains its value. Money is attractive to people because they can save it. which, by the way, if you haven't started saving money, it's never too early. You will need to have money later on in life. Um, it's always good to start saving money now. But that's my econ teacher lecture moment, and I'm done with that now. So money is important because it maintains its value. A dollar today will be a dollar tomorrow. It'll be a dollar a year from now. It'll be a dollar 10 years from now. Whereas in a system of bartering, in order to accumulate wealth or to save, items don't necessarily retain their value like dollars do. Examples of this: in a traditional economy, people would trade milk, people would trade meat, people would trade animals. Imagine you're saving for wealth in the future. You put a quart of milk under your bed to save every single day. What's that going to be like a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now? Same thing with animal meat. You try and save that. It's not going to be good. So money is important because it can retain its value. People are comfortable putting it away, saving it for when they need it later. Of course, an institution where you save that is a bank, like this cleverly named bank here. Named bank. Okay, quiz time. Oops, quiz time. Are gold coins money? Remember, in order for something to be money, it must be accepted everywhere. It must have a value that everyone can agree upon, and it must maintain its value. So, are gold coins accepted everywhere? What do you think? Pause, make a prediction, yes or no. Gold coins are not necessarily accepted everywhere. In fact, some people value gold coins if they're antique coins more than others. While gold does hold its value, it does not have all three characteristics, so gold coins are not money. Second one, are diamonds money? Well, let's look at the three here. Does it maintain its value? Does a diamond maintain its value over time? Absolutely. Because of scarcity, diamonds actually become more and more valuable over time. Are diamonds accepted everywhere as a form of payment? What do you think? I'm gonna say no here. Diamonds are not a form of money. They're not accepted everywhere. You can't walk into a store. You can't pay for your Subway sandwich with a hunk of diamond. You can't pay for a month's worth of rent at your house or an apartment with a part of a diamond. And diamonds don't have a value that everyone can agree upon. People value diamonds differently. I'm sure someone who's into fine jewelry and has a collection would value diamonds much more than me. So are dollar bills money? Yes or no? Pause, make a prediction. So can people save dollar bills? Do they retain their value over time? Yes. Are dollar bills accepted widely as payment at any store? Yes. Are dollar bills something that everyone agrees upon the value of? Yes. Of these three things, dollar bills are money, diamonds are not, gold coins are not. At this time, please make sure your note sheet is complete and begin working on your paragraph.